All right, it's Nick Atkin here with South China Morning Post, live in Singapore. We're on the ground. We've just finished the open workouts. I'm here with the main man himself, Thanh Le, the One Championship featherweight MMA champion. Tom, man, you were just emceeing the open workouts with Dom Lau. How was that experience for you?
Man, I tell you what, I just talked to somebody backstage, and honestly, I was more nervous stepping on stage for this than I was for any of my fights. I was sweating.
Well, Tom, who's behind the camera here, we both agreed you're a natural at this. You're going to be taking our job soon.
I don't know about all that, but I've always said I'd love to get into like commentating fights. I love watching and talking about the flow that's going back and forth with techniques and the martial arts side of things. And yeah, if that ever pops up and comes to fruition, then I'd be down.
How did it come about? Who asked you to do this, or did you put your hand up?
No, I think I made a mention on I think Mitch Chilson's post and told him I'm next, and somehow this happened, and I'm so grateful for it. This was a really cool experience, and yeah, another way to make a little bit more money.
That's always good. I mean, you got the bonus as well, right? What about the workouts themselves then? Who looked sharp? I mean, can you actually take much away from these things, or is it just all a little bit ceremonial?
So honestly, if I had to do an open workout, it would be a little ceremony. I'd put on a good show. Like Adriano put on an awesome show. Stamp always puts on a good show. Nongo, everybody put on a great show. But really, yeah, it's for the fans. We want to get some entertainment. I'm not going to give you some technical pieces of the jab that I'm working on, but I'm gonna definitely get some flips in there, throw you against the ring, show you some stuff you want to see, and save the game plan for Saturday, so you can buy that pay-per-view and tune in.
Exactly. I think it's watch.onefc.com for the pay-per-view. Still a few tickets available at Singapore Indoor Stadium, which we are right next to. I don't know if it's left or right, actually. I've never been here. There it is. I'm looking forward to it. We had the press conference as well yesterday. Did you manage to see that? Were you lurking in the background somewhere?
I was sitting in the front row, actually, and got my eyes on that new belt. That was a pretty piece, and I can't wait to get back in there and get me one of those things.
Yeah, it's right here as well, out of camera, but it looks pretty hefty. What do you think? Who's your next challenger then? You mentioned Thanh Kai and Kim Jae-young, that fight. Is that likely going to be the next one for you?
Most likely. Depending on how that shakes out. I'm not sure if Thanh Kai has done enough to get into that championship spot to fight for the belt. But we'll talk it out. We'll figure it out. Talk to the boss man, see how that plays out. But yeah, Kim is definitely, he was in line. If he wins this fight, he'll be next. And if something happens, injuries, long fight, and they've got to get a little recovery in, I'm going to make sure I'll stay busy. So we'll figure out where to go next.
All right, they're giving me the go-home cue, I think, so I got to let you get out of here. Thank you so much, Thanh Le. Appreciate you, and good to meet you in person. Yeah, hope you enjoy the fights tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.